All right. Well, I tell you what, let's start our introductions now so we have time for this great presentation that we're looking forward to today. I will kick it off. I'm Diane Mesa. I'm director of the Maricopa IT Institute. We serve all 10 of the Maricopa community colleges with short-term training that leads to certification and employment for our students while working backward from our industry partners. And I have been co-chairing with Bob now. I don't even know how long it's been. I think it's been over a year, but I will throw this out today since I'm going first. We are looking for another co-chair. So it's time to do a rotation. And so if there's anyone out there that would like to co-chair with Bob, it is very fun because Bob is very fun. It's just one meeting a month and it's not a lot of prep, I will say. It's not a lot of extra time. So we'll throw that out there. And if there's anyone that is interested, you could reach out to Bob or myself. But I will pass it over to Jade Elise to introduce, and then I'll just call on you through the little squares, and that'll help us go a little quicker. So go ahead, Jade Elise.
Hi, thank you, Dan. My name is Jade Elise. I'm the communications assistant here at the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. So everybody knows Bob. I'm his assistant, and I do a lot of the social media here at the chamber, all the Monday morning message newsletters that you get with like the Improve, Promote, and Advocate newsletters that you get on Fridays. I do all those as well. I do all the text reminders that go out. So I do a lot of the marketing here, but I support Bob with everything else as well. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Dan, how about you go next?
I am Dan Baker, Golden Goose Digital Marketing. We do all kinds of stuff in the digital realm, so websites, ads, I don't know, all kinds of different stuff. You name it. I don't know. It's not a great slogan for us lately, but it feels like we're just kind of whatever you need for hire. So.
Awesome. I love your back wall. It's so cool. Kate, welcome, Kate.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Kate Mayeski. I recognize some of you actually now that I see all your names from online, so it's nice to see you.
Uh-huh.
I'll skip what I do in my career. I'm more actually interested in today's conversation. I'm looking to find out what I don't know about AI because I've been using it quite a bit for a long time. And I'm also interested in AI's impact on trademark law as well as on the environment, which might be out of scope of today's conversation, but just thought I would throw it out there. So, Kate Mayeski, nice to meet everyone.
Oh, I'm really glad you did, Kate. Yeah. And like I said, please, when you introduce yourself, if you want to throw out a little bit on how you're using AI or some questions, that would be a really good lead into our presentation. So thank you. How about Bill?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Bill Haas with Evolved Staffing. We do IT, finance, and accounting, either contract, full-time placement, just about anything in between, fractional. Fairly new to the chamber, but certainly not new to the IT arena. I've only been in it for about 3 decades. Moved from the greater Chicago area about 5 years ago, and just continued doing the business here in the Valley, and wanted to drop in and see what this committee was all about. So pleasure to meet all of you.
Oh, we're so glad you're here. Thank you, Bill. Judy.
Judy Taylor, tech staff of Arizona. Welcome, Bill. I'm unfamiliar with Evolve, but you're probably also unfamiliar with tech staff. So we are primarily a technical recruiting firm, a lot of work in the IT area as well as engineering, and also, we just basically will support our clients in whatever they need. We're trying to dip our toe in AI. I've used ChatGPT a little bit to help me evaluate some things, but that's about it so far.
Well, thank you, Judy. Appreciate it. Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen with Elevate Experiences. I mainly help businesses with short-term or ongoing projects, improve their processes type thing. And I use AI just for day gambling. I'm kidding. Sorry. No, I have used it for different random office picks though, or with family statistic stuff, but I use it for a lot of other stuff as well. So I'm pretty excited to hear what you have to talk about.
Awesome. We're so glad you're here. Jarrett.
Jared Bodine. I'm the executive director of AZ Strut, which is Arizona Students Recycling Used Technology. And yeah, I use AI quite frequently. I've used it to help me with, building out like a 5-year plan for strategic planning. I've used it for helping rephrase social media posts. I've used it to help me with HR documents. At least, without names in there, because I know that that could be a sensitive thing, but templates. So yeah, I use it quite a bit, and I'm not shy about that.
Awesome. Thank you, Jared. And I will tell you, I recycled my laptops the other day with
Yay.
it's a great service. How about Jarrett?
I was almost going to talk when you said that because I thought you may have said Jarrett, not Jared, but I'm Jarrett Carlson, not to be confused with Jared. I'm a president of an IT company here in Arizona, and we help small businesses. Let's see, I've used AI. I use Microsoft Copilot for everything, Word, PowerPoint, emails, everything like that. I've done video creation, image creation, music creation. I use it for a lot of business analysis, template creation, like Jared. I've used it a lot, and I'm trying to get into agents. I really want agents. That's my big next step, but we're not quite there yet, I don't feel like, but close.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kevin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Frost. I'm the owner of Standing 360 Virtual Tours. I'm also a business development person with Surf Pro of Phoenix and Surf Pro of Mesa. So I'm a digital disaster response guy, but I do a lot of digital marketing in general. More the Google business profile where you show up on the maps. The big AI piece that I've done personally and not just professionally, my daughter was having trouble with reading comprehensions, so I told it a little bit about her likes and dislikes and then had it present some problems and gave her some solutions that she could kind of do to where she was able to read passages and answer some questions so that the reading comp really helped her figure out what she was reading. That was just personally, and then professionally wise, a lot. I've definitely dove into the AI thing of things, the whole realm of it. One of the interesting things I'd love to curate, if possible, if I just had a lot of time and resources, would be some sort of AI thing to where we could replicate the human mind. So that way the baby boomers that are unfortunately passing away pretty quickly, that way their knowledge could kind of transfer and move on down the generations. So more of like replicating people's minds rather than some super intelligence. But anyways.
Fascinating, Kevin. Fascinating. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. All right, Ivan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Obviously, my name is Ivan Fuentes, Client Success Manager here at Compliance Testing. So we're just an RF EMC test lab accredited by the FCC. So just do a lot of testing with any electronics, digital circuitry, stuff like that, hardware. But AI, personally, use it a lot. I think it's been touched on music creation, a lot of writing as well. Professionally, business analysis, emails, marketing lists, stuff like that.
Fantastic. Sounds like you're all using it the way it's working for you. It's going to be great to learn maybe some new things. Kyle.
Hi, how's it going, everybody? Kyle Maskiel with Bowling Mesa. I utilize AI already in the workspace, but want to understand how I can better utilize AI. And part of joining the Mesa Leadership Program was being part of some of the chamber activities. So this was one of the ones that I selected that just seemed to fit best with some things that I want to further my education in.
Well, we're glad you're here. Thank you. Andy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Andy Bonkowski, and I am the program coordinator for the Maricopa IT Institute. And I have the pleasure of working with Diane Mesa. I'm in the other room. We're currently in the district office right now. And I'm also the program coordinator for the National IT Innovation Center grant here at Maricopa Community Colleges. And I use AI for rewriting things because sometimes I word things a little bit weird, so it helps me be clear.
Fantastic. Thank you, Andy. Okay, did I miss anyone except for well, we have one person that needs to introduce, but that's our guest speaker today. So just a little bit about our guest speaker. if you look at his resume and what he knows about AI, your jaw will drop. He reached out to SciTech Institute, who actually connected him to Maricopa, and he does this type of training gratis. So he wants to get back to the community and share what he knows and what he's learned. And we are so absolutely just blessed to have him here today to talk with us. We definitely will be recruiting him for our Tech Expo. Don't forget that that's coming up. And so I'm going to turn it over to you, Srinivas. Introduce yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan, for the warm welcome. Yeah, so I would like to start by sharing my screen. Let me share. Okay, so about myself, I am Srinivas Sandiri with over 20 plus years of experience in IT, building scalable enterprise architecture, AI-powered customer experience, and multi-cloud digital transformation. I helped organizations build AI-powered experiences and customer service and save multi-million dollars. So today, it's a great privilege for me to give a session on this, what is the current state of AI and how we can leverage AI in small and mid-scale businesses. So this is about me, and let so if we are talking about what is AI today and how what it is not. To start with, AI is no more like a previous. It's changing every day very rapidly. Chat GPT 4, 4.0, and now recently the 5 got released. And every company is coming up with a lot of innovation things in AI. And with AI today, we can generate content and we can do the code and even we can do the artwork. And a lot of you mentioned how you are using this like for creating music and writing letters and rewriting emails and all these things and doing the repetitive tasks, automating those instead of spending a lot of time on repetitive tasks. You make them automation and analyze the data for prediction. For example, if anything customer is having in the problem, you predict that in advance and resolve that. Even customer tells you, oh, that builds the trust and the customer satisfaction improvement, and similarly enhancing the decision making. This, but considering all this, AI is not just magic. If you see, it has to have a quality data inputs. Just don't blindly uh, take all the results, because if data is wrong and the results are always hallucinated. So make sure we should have like a human oversight and make sure to have a like implementation in a thoughtful way with ethical guardrails. So with all this, I want to tell today what way small businesses and mid-sized businesses can how they can use this and why it matters for small and mid-sized businesses. So if you see the recent trend, 76% of small businesses are already using AI in some way or other. If you and chatbots, even it's 24 by 7, virtual assistants can help customers on frequently asked questions. And even 82% believe that if you are not using AI, you are not in the competition. So you, in some way or other, people and all size businesses are using AI. And moreover, 25% have already started integrating with the core systems in their company. So that's the recent report, in 2025 report says that. Yeah, feel free to chime in if you have any questions related to this. I'm happy to answer those in between.
I can
Okay.
help monitor the chat for you as well. So yeah, please put any questions in and I'm happy to jump in if that's okay.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things what AI can do, but I would suggest take 5 priority adoption areas. And for example, start with efficiency and automation. Make sure that you streamline the process and reduce the manual work. And the other one is security and risk management. With AI, the security is also a key concern. It is not coming with like it's a powerful, but it all there are a lot of risk also. So keep that in mind. And marketing and promotion, you create the personalized content, ethics and responsible AI, and employee policy and change management. It's not like only one person in the company and a group of people are following the adoption. It has to be like a complete whole organizations to should follow the all the guidelines, and adoption should be at the enterprise level, not in silos. So let me go in detail, little bit detail, all these individual 5 priorities. Oh, the first one, to start with efficiency and automation examples, streamline customer support. So when previously, like there are a lot of frequently asked questions where some questions doesn't require like a human intervention about my billing inquiry, when is my schedule delivery, or when something is going. These are all repeated tasks. So these you can automate using the chatbot, AI virtual assistants. And also, if you see the faster document processing, someone has to analyze the document. I heard like someone telling working on the HR and reviewing the resumes, right? So you can use the AI to analyze the resume and shortlist instead of manually reviewing each resume. You can use AI so that you can get the sorted list of resumes and reduce the time. So that with the OCR and some other tools like a DocuSign AI and few other, business has really reduced the time by 50%. And also the smart task routing. When somebody is submitting the cases and we are getting any leads, okay, salespeople work at different divisions and different locations. Instead of assigning Arizona lead to California, you can make it automated so that within Arizona, Mesa, Phoenix, which division this lead has to go to the salespeople, so that we can route automatically. At the same time, saving time. So now we all are using AI to get the notes of the meetings. So that reduces time. Similarly, salespeople can review the video calls and audio calls which happen during the customer call. They can review and take the snapshots. That way, it reduces the time lot. So this is about efficiency. And the next one is, it's very important, the security and risk management. It's powerful. Here I want to tell one phrase, security for AI or AI for security. So both go hand in hand, and it is very, very powerful phrase, which is doing a lot today and nowadays. So with AI, the 3 key capabilities you can do in the security is threat detection. So with threat detection, possible you can detect the threat in advance. And as per industry norms in the financial sector or in any other highly regulated sectors, if there is any intrusion or any cyber malware is introduced, with manual effort, there is an average of 240 days to identify and resolve that. So with AI, now companies can detect this malware in within days to hours. So which is
Andre.
yeah. Sorry, any question? I'm
Sorry about that. I was not on mute. My bad.
no problem. Okay. Intelligent log analysis. Somebody working in the company, they are trying to theft the data and exporting a lot of customer data, sensitive information. So what we can do is we can have the AI detect the different unsuspected behavior and immediately send the notification, or sometimes, or we can immediately stop access to that person so that they don't take the data out of the company. And also the other one is faster resolution. So with AI, the security issues can be addressed. As I said before, it can reduce, we can reduce the security detection and fixing the issues so within hours. And then the third one, marketing and promotion. I see. I heard about the marketing and how I'm happy to hear those at the end. But nowadays, it should be more personalized. If you are sending a generic emails to the customers, those will be ignored, and there will be no growth in the business. So we can leverage AI to make more personalized. Even somebody doing shopping, right? For example, in the Amazon, you are middle of the shopping and you abandon the cart. Immediately, you can send an email saying, "Okay, there is a 10% discount on whatever you have selected," and continue the shopping. And at the same time, you can also talk about your brand and send relevant content, not like that is not relevant to that. I can give one funny example here. Few months back, I got an email from one of the companies saying, "Okay, here is your 20% coupon for your anniversary next week." I'm really surprised. Did I forget my anniversary? And I didn't got anything for my wife. And for a moment, but later, oh, they are very late. They already did that like a few months late. So that is so always doing relevant marketing and promotion is important. Uh, and make sure you test that emails, A/B testing, which which content is working more, and then implement those flows and integrate those workflows. Similarly, you can do like a how welcome journeys. Once the customer signs up, send the welcome journey, and within 3 days, automate to sign up for the app, and then sign up for auto pay. These are like welcome onboarding emails which you can automate and make it more productive. So that way, customers are staying on top of that and know about your products and increase the revenue. And the next one is ethics and responsible AI. Don't blindly go with whatever results AI provides. If AI doesn't have the valid sources for the information, it can hallucinate and get information as if it is true. So always have a human oversight and make sure to review the results and refine it continuously until you are satisfied. Another one is transparency. Make sure AI don't use like AI just for sake of AI. You have to disclose and make sure it is transparent to the customers. I can share one example over here. So recently I was talking to one of the AC guys about the AC repair at my home. they started AI, but the AI is not telling, okay, this is a virtual assistant, what can I do for you? And then that's how you have to disclose in the beginning. I realized that, okay, this is not a human voice, this is AI voice. And when I asked, are you human or you AI speaking? Then it is revealing, I am AI speaking. What can I do for you? So that breaks the trust. Disclose in the beginning and set the expectations. That way, customers can also understand, okay, AI is answering and I have so and so expectations. If those are not met, then I will ask for the human. So always be transparent and fairness. So regularly test AI to AI systems and treat all AI customers and employees equitably. Governance. Have a every even in the small organizations or any mid-size, make sure to have a small AI committee and establish the policies and guardrails. Make sure everyone follow those. And companies have to follow this GDPR and CCPA and personal information identity, these regulations, right? So make sure to have a proper governance before implementing AI. It has to start with all these key points so that it is successful in the long run. And the next one I want to talk is employee policy and change management. People first approach with AI. Everyone is thinking, okay, my job is safe or not. It's not the case. AIs are helping to enhance employees' work and making it the repetitive tasks, the more frequent tasks to automate and improve the efficiency. That way, the more complex tasks can be handled by the humans and and do more innovation work. So training and reskilling. It is not like only the lower level employees and juniors have to train, how to learn the skills. It has to start from the leadership. Leaders should be role model for the employees in training. They have to start adopting the skills. That way, juniors and other level employees feel that, okay, this is not like a normal thing. It's mandatory and everyone has to learn it and adopt it. So that level of comfort needs to be given to the employees. And open communication. So be transparent about the AI plans. What are the key things you are addressing? Talk once you have implemented anything, and if you have done anything, always talk about those success stories in the meetings, in the leadership meetings, and also with the teams, and make sure all the employees know what you are implementing, what is the success you have achieved, those things. Measure and adjust. There should be a proper metrics defined at the beginning so that everyone is know whether whatever we are doing is working or not. Without metrics, it is not going to happen anything. We have to know whatever we are implementing is in the right way, or whether we are getting the return of interest and business value. Those things needs to be always be kept in mind. Okay, so we have talked about the five priority adoption things, and I want to share some quick start of AI framework, how we can implement this. Identify one automation pilot. Don't think like, okay, I will do everything at the beginning. Uh, I analyze and document, make some sheet and start simple. Identify all the use cases and see, analyze the existing data and see where lot of time is going, what are the repetitive tasks, and see, okay, what inputs I have to give to AI and what outputs I need to get. And if you have to send those outputs again to the separate task, identify all those and don't it doesn't require like a complex judgment. Start with a simple thing and create some measurable outcomes, like okay, how much time you are spending on per week on the AI use case. Is there any error percentage which we are reducing? Take like a customer satisfaction, or is the average handle times and the work and the time you have spent on doing the task is reducing or not. So take like 2 to 3 measurable outcomes and document those, and then pilot the use case for 30 days. Start small with a limited scope. The scope should be very limited, and you can take like a um, one business unit or specific set of user personas instead of rolling out to sales, service, and multiple use personas. Take only few personas and try to implement there and gather feedback continuously, and document these lessons, and make an iterative process. Once you have achieved your outcomes, expand that to the larger and more and next level of use cases. And then I heard about like using the agentic, right? So once you have the basic use cases done, then you are always capable of doing those agentic framework. If I am talking about the agents, right? For example, if we are taking the hotel booking, so one agent you can build for specific for customer service, who can do like booking, and other agent can take care of payment process, and another agent can schedule the what are the generate the newsletters and send those user experience emails like what are the sites to visit in the nearby area. These kind of three different agents can be implemented, and these three agents talk together to make the customer experience more attractive. So here are the key takeaways. One is AI is accessible today. It's very massive, but start small. Make sure you have one specific use case and tie that to the business value. How much what is the ROI out of that? Start small and scale smart. Um, these are the key takeaways I would recommend, and I'm happy to take questions. Uh, Anything from anyone?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific AI agent platforms you recommend in general? Because that's where I get lost at. Because I'm like, I want one that can do something on the local computer versus just in the cloud, and then it's like, well, I don't want to have 20 different agents from 20 different manufacturers, or developers. So I was just curious if you have any recommendations.
Yeah, so what I would suggest is uh, there are two things. If you are using any CRM platform like Salesforce, it has its own agents capability, Agent Force, and we can also use the Amazon Bedrock and build the foundational models. That helps to implement these, and have the portal on the if you are using that on the portal, build the bots and leverage the internal data to talk to the I mean using the AWS and build the foundational models.
Yeah, I looked at that. I'm trying to find something that can actually like operate a computer, like, like cloud computer user, or I just maybe we're not there yet, really, I guess.
So yeah, there are few things coming up with the advanced payments. like I'm trying to recollect the names, but there are few things like if once you sign up for those, it can and feed the instructions, it will take the data to the next continuously to the next level, and it repeatedly it can do the tasks. It can open the email, it can read the emails and do the replies automatically without even the um, OpenAI and the Gemini has came up with those features where it can handle your emails on its own without you checking.
I have another question.
Yeah.
I do this for a living, so I have a lot of questions about this stuff too. Have you ever looked at Warmwind OS? Have you seen that one yet? Warmwind?
No, I
I was
didn't.
wondering if maybe you gotten to test it or play with it. Darn, yeah. It's called Warm, like the warm air, warm wind OS, and it's supposed to be a virtual desktop, and it could do, you can teach the agent how to operate the desktop, and it looks really interesting. But I was just curious if
Mhm.
you had seen it. All right,
Yeah, no, it's so the other thing is in the OpenAI in the 5.0 they started agentic flow. So it can open the site booking sites and it can book your site and it can bring back the browser to human and ask for the feedback whether you are okay with this flight booking, and then based on our suggestion it can go and confirm the booking.
Okay, awesome. Does anybody else have any other questions for Srinivas? Dan did have to hop off early, so I'll kind of be leading the remainder of the meeting. Kevin, did you have a question?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always someone with a lot of questions, so I apologize in advance.
Go ahead.
But a quick question is now I know there's a lot of different models out there, but what is your best preferred model that you prefer using right now?
Sorry, best preferred model. Yeah, so each model has its own capabilities. So for any the Claude is for very like if you have to do like a lot of documentation and texting those things, I use the Claude. And for any content generation, I lean on OpenAI. And for different presentations and also doing analytics, built the custom using the RAG architecture, build the custom models using the Amazon Bedrock. So that way the data stays within the company and the proprietary data will be there. So that is not feeded into the open for the everyone. So that's more secure and it can review the existing documentation, knowledge articles of the company and provide the real-time information to the customers.
Awesome. Any other questions from anyone? Anybody else? Okay, I actually have a question because I do use AI here at work. A lot of what I do here is marketing and promotion, so I do use AI for that and a lot for brainstorming as a tool. Um, the only thing is sometimes I hear like on the news how bad AI can be for like the environment or sustainability. So is it really as harmful as they say, or because sometimes I do feel guilty for using it? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, with AI, definitely there are some issues regarding this sustainability. One is related to it requires a lot of energy, and with the way the companies are making the chips and these data centers are using a lot of power, but at the same time, organizations are trying to make it more sustainable and environmental friendly, so that coming up with different options like solar energy and using these things, making alternate options of using the energy um, will reduce with balance, but that should be we have to use that carefully, keeping all the things in the consideration, environmental safety.
Okay, thank you. That's always good to hear. Yeah, I was hoping that it's just like it's becoming more sustainable. So yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Last call for any other questions before we move on. Let me check the chat really quick.
Yeah, sorry, we just started some fun side convo in the chat.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, people are talking about comparing models against models and asking AI to do something or write something. Yeah. So yeah,
So
just compare models.
I guess just to clarify, like what I typically do with the business owners that I work with is I'll do a tech stack assessment and then we'll just have different AIs assess like all the capabilities of each software that they use, what they're already optimized on, and then try to fill in the gaps. And oftentimes we like get rid of a software completely, or we'll add in another separate AI. But because of like to the point of this entire conversation, right? As things are continuing to evolve so rapidly, I feel like you have to do that assessment pretty frequently because the features and access change. So,
Yeah,
but Delphi AI is pretty cool. No one's checked it out. And then I'm just reading the Reddit of Warmwind OS. That looks really crazy.
yes, the frequent visit is required. Quarterly or every quarter, and have the team assess what are the new things released, whether we have to do any additional checks. That is really important to do in this.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Srinivas, for joining us today in this meeting today and talking about AI. I really enjoyed the presentation. Hope everyone else did. So thank you so much again. Now we will be moving on to sort of the Tech Expo, which actually does have to do with AI. So for those who might not be up to date, we are having a East Valley Technology Expo on September 18th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and sorry, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it is a virtual event, completely virtual. It's free to the public to attend, but you, as the tech companies, have the ability to booth and vend at the event and sort of gain exposure with the public who want to learn how they can learn more about AI, how they can apply AI to their business and other technology to make their business easier. So you do not have to be there the entire time from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You are going to set up your virtual booth ahead of time, and that's going to be there for the entire event. If they miss you and you're not there, you have your B cards on there, you have your brochures with informations, and they can always leave in their email for if they want you to reach out to them. And so, yeah, there's a lot of cool features as well. There's going to be video presentations with an agenda. There's going to be panel discussions. I believe Srinivas is going to be in on one of those panel discussions that day, talking about AI. And yeah, there's networking lounges. It's a great opportunity to, if you're if you have a tech company, for the public to and the community to learn about your tech company. And if you're not don't have a tech company, you can always still attend the event. Again, it's free to join. So if you're interested in having a virtual booth at that event, you can go ahead and reach out to Bob, which he is out of office for a week. So you might want to reach out to me instead, which after this, I'll put my email in the chat for you guys to reach out to me. And so, yeah, we already have a lot more booths than we did last year. So the event is looking really good. And yeah, do any of you guys have any questions about the expo event right now? Okay, if there's no other questions about the Tech Expo, I'll move on to chamber updates and then we can get to group updates. But I do want to make sure we all see that Srinivas did put in his contact information in the chat for his LinkedIn. So if you guys want to connect with him, please go ahead. And so, yeah, moving on to the chamber updates really quick so we can get to group updates. Really busy at the chamber. We had Mesa Morning Live on Friday, so if you attended that, hope you enjoyed it. It was a great show with Carrie Walsh Jennings. And then busy week next week, but this Friday we are having a water panel event here at the Post. It's totally free to the public to attend. It's in the morning from 7:30 to 9, and there's going to be a complimentary breakfast. So if you're into that, learning about water supply in Arizona and Mesa, definitely I would say check it out and register if you're interested. There's going to be guest speakers from SRP, Central Arizona Project, and City of Mesa. and it's going to be moderated by Mesa Mayor Mark Freeman. Next week, we have orientation, Taste of Mesa on Tuesday. We have a ribbon cutting on Wednesday for Dairy Queen. Thursday, another ribbon cutting for Slick City Action Park. And we do have a happy hour that came up for Rito's Mexican food that same Thursday right after the ribbon cutting, but it's super close to each other. So hopefully you can go to the ribbon cutting and then go and enjoy I think it's Sally's member margarita from Rito's. And then Friday is the new member drive Mesa Chamberthon. I think that's what it's called. So, and that's on Friday. It's from 8 to 4, but not for the entirety. You can do 2-hour shifts from like 8 to 10, or I believe it's 10 to 12 or 1 to 3. And that's really fun. I don't think we've ever had an event like that before. So if you are interested, definitely check those events out on the calendar and then get registered. So yeah, those are some of the chamber updates. Do you guys have any updates that you want to share before ending the meeting today?
I want to say thank you to everyone. Thanks for the opportunity for Mesa Chamber, and happy to connect and share any information. And I'm happy to learn from you all how you are doing, and yeah, stay connected.
Are you going to share your outline with us?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can, Srinivas, you can go ahead and share that with Diane or I, and then we can share that to everyone who attended the meeting.
Wonderful.
Sure, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then also we do record these meetings and they do go on to YouTube. So if anything, you can't ever find it again, you can also just go and look for the videos on YouTube, because that'll have his entire presentation in there as well.
Good to know.
Yeah. Well, if there's no other updates or questions, I'll let everybody go. Thank you so much, Srinivas, again for joining us today.
Now, what else happens on the day of the expo? Let's do a little test, see who remembers.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, good job.
Yep, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't let you forget. So there you go.
Yeah. I think Bob mentioned we were going to do something that day too for your birthday.
Oh, ooh, that could be embarrassing. Okay.
So I'm not sure though, but we'll see.
Let's not and say we did.
Okay. Maybe Bob will let it slide. Maybe. But yeah. Okay. Otherwise, thank you so much again. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'll let everyone else go. I think that I'm not sure if we're having a meeting next month because we do have the tech event, but I'll make sure to tell Bob so that we can get all the invites out for that too.
Right.
So yeah, thank you again.
See ya.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.